Patient Zero is a kinda zombie horror movie. The movie is about the rabies virus, and basically, the rabies virus has mutated, and when you get it as a person, you do not die, but instead you go into this blood fueled rage and you just want to commit violence and you kind of become this zombie creature, but it's a little different in a sense that you're not undead, you're still alive. It's just a little twist on the zombie take, which is pretty nice, but people are affected differently. As the main character, he was bitten, but he didn't turn, and now he can speak to the people who have been turned because they speak basically like this zombie language, and only he can understand and communicate with them. Well, the movie is they're looking for Patient Zero, so they want to find the guy who was, or girl, that was originally infected, that started this whole epidemic. Because if you could figure out what changed him, the very first one, maybe you can make a cure. And basically, they're in this facility, and when they find these infected people, instead of killing them, they're capturing them and basically taking them to this cubicle, and they're interrogating them to see if they can find out who Patient Zero is. And yeah, they're just trying to basically find this cure. Well, they end up meeting this turned guy who seems to be very intelligent. He's not like the others. He's still turned though, unlike the guy that can talk to him who hasn't turned. But yeah, he retains his intelligence, and yep. That's about the movie without too many spoilers, as when they're introduced to that new strain of infected, that's about when the movie really turns up. And yeah, just shit ends up going down. So, my review to Patient Zero. And, to be honest, I enjoyed this movie. I've seen an insane amount of zombie movies, so it's always nice to see a twist on the original trope. So that's always nice. The acting was pretty good. The practical effects were pretty good. The writing was pretty good in this movie, as just some of the characters were pretty well written. The story was pretty good, but I mean, it wasn't no like, whoa story. But yeah, just the characters, like the Colonel, like, you just hated that guy. He was a scumbag. Just some pretty well written stuff. Yeah, I mean, just, they definitely end this movie as there's going to be a sequel. So I wonder if there is a sequel. I'll have to look it up. But nonetheless, I would like to see a sequel, just because, I mean, it did halfway decent world building too. Yeah, all in all, just an enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it, and like I said, I always enjoy different twists on zombies, because at the end of the day, they were basically zombies. I mean, even though like they were murdering shit and like not undead, the way they murdered was like through biting and stuff. So pretty crazy. In Patient Zero, you never find out who that is, spoiler, but the intelligent one that was turned, the smart zombie, you would say, he had a little crazy backstory, which, back to the writing. The writing was halfway decent. Plus, I liked all the actors and actresses in this movie. It was a pretty stacked cast. Just, yeah, all in all, like I said, an enjoyable movie. Nothing too crazy, but not bad in any shape or form. So, my recommendation to Patient Zero, and I would definitely recommend this to somebody, is just a good movie. You're not going to watch the craziest horror movie you've ever seen, but at the same time, it was just really good. yeah, so definitely recommend Patience